Greetings, my sister. I'm Angela Wilson. I am the Director of Media and Communications for the annual Christian Women's Retreat and also the Music Ministry Leader. And I'm here today to share an announcement with you about one of the things that we are trying to do as an organization to help us stay connected. Ladies, I want you to know that the decision to cancel the 41st annual Christian Women's Retreat was not taken lightly. The executive committee came together and we prayed and we sought God, and we were really just concerned first and foremost about the health and safety of the ladies that attend the retreat. And I applaud the executive committee under the leadership of Sister Amy and Sister Pat and all of the ladies who were on that call who made the really tough decision to cancel the retreat. But I will tell you, first and foremost, that what was on everybody's minds and what was on everybody's hearts was the safety and welfare of our ladies. And even before a lot of measures were put in place that now would not even allow us to do that, that was foremost in people's minds. But before we finished our call, we made a commitment that we would still reach out to our ladies and we would still minister and we would still encourage one another. So that's what this announcement is about today. First of all, just let me tell you, it was a very emotional decision to cancel the retreat because we're going to miss you all. We're going to miss your smiling faces. We're going to miss fellowshipping with you. We're going to miss your hugs. We're going to miss your testimonies. We're even going to miss the tears that we shared together. And so it was tough, but we knew that it was the right thing to do. So before we got off of that call, we made the commitment that we would reach out. And so what we are going to start to do, ladies, as an organization, is we are going to hold a weekly prayer call because we want to continue to stay connected, to stay in fellowship, and we want to pray for one another and encourage one another because indeed we are living through some perilous times. We're living through some trying times, some testing times. And so these are indeed praying times. And so we want to come together collectively and make our requests known to God because we know that prayer changes things. And we know that God hears and answers prayer. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a weekly prayer call on Wednesday evenings at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you live in the central time zone, then that's going to be 6:00. If you live in Pacific or Mountain Time, that's going to be, or Mountain or in Pacific, that's going to be even earlier, 5:00, 4:00, etc. So we will give you the number to call in, the number that you see on the screen. You will call that number at 7:00 Eastern Time on Wednesday evening, and you will be led in prayer. And we also have a way for you to share your prayer request. So we have set up an email account specifically for prayer requests from you. So that email account is prayeracwr@gmail.com. I'll say it again, capital prayeracwr@gmail.com. Please submit your prayer requests prior to the call so that we can mention them on the call. So the call is going to be 30 minutes. You'll be led in a short devotion by a facilitator, and then we will begin to pray. And it is a one-way call, meaning that when you get on the line, we will ask you to mute your line, and it's a one-way call. Just one person will be speaking, so it's not going to be a dialogue, but it is a time for us to share. And that's why it's so important that you submit your prayer requests in advance. And then at a later time, we can talk about praise reports because we know that God is on the throne and he is healing and he is doing miracles today. So we just want ladies to come together and still fellowship and still grow. You know, there's more going on in the world besides the coronavirus. And we want to make sure that we are not so distracted by the coronavirus, which is real and is cause for concern. But while we have this extra time, let's use this time to draw closer to God and closer to one another. And let us not become so distracted that we lose a sense of who we are. Because we know, even though we didn't get to yesterday go to a building to worship, we know we are the church. And so wherever we are, that's where the church is. And so I hope that yesterday you had an opportunity to worship online, to hear the word of God preached, and that you had an opportunity to spend some time in the word and with God on Sunday, even though it wasn't in the traditional way that we are used to. But let me just say, even though you're in the house and you may not be able to go anywhere, you can call someone, you can encourage someone. If someone needs help due to modern technology, we're able to order things and have things delivered to people's homes. So we can still be effective even though we're in the house. And so we can think of ways that we can even make our ministry stronger. The annual Christian Women's Retreat organization is also just looking at other events and things that we can do online to stay connected, because we love you ladies, and any other lady that wants to be connected to us, you know, you're welcome. And so ladies, I just ask that you share this video and that we get on that call on Wednesday. And let me tell you, this Wednesday, so we're starting this Wednesday. So get on that call Wednesday, and let me tell you something, and we've experienced this for 40 years. When the women of God come together, honey, there's power in that. And so we want to come together and have a powerful time of prayer and encouragement. So get on the call. First, make your request known, send it to our email, and then we're going to make those requests known to God. And I want to leave you with one last word of encouragement. You know, like I said, these are perilous times, and these are times that we've never seen before. And if we study the Bible, we can see some of the things unfolding that are part of the last days before Christ returns. And so we can see some things unfolding that are some of the signs of the times. And so what I want to say to you is we have to be strong and we have to be courageous. And Deuteronomy 31:6 says this: be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you or forsake you. So ladies, get on the call, 7 o'clock Wednesday. We love you, we miss you, and we can't wait to do this with you. Thank you, and be well.